Hey there, YouTube. And it's been a long time since I've done a video, and I'll tell you what, there hasn't been a whole lot to talk about, and there surely hasn't been anything exciting, at least until this last week. And what I'm talking about is this new site called Fomo 3D, okay? I've just like everybody else, I've been buying, the regular top 10, top 20 coins, flipping them here and there, making very small profits, and a lot of times just getting stuck and having to hodl and wait for them to come back up again. It's been a long time since I've looked forward to waking up and looking at my portfolio in the morning. And I'll tell you, since I bought into this, I've been as happy as a clam, man. So here's the thing, FOMO 3D, it's basically a straight up Ponzi scheme, all right? So just get it out of your head that you think that somebody's not gonna lose in this, okay? But what we have to remember is as bad a thing as BitConnect was back in the day, and Bernie Madoff and other big public examples of Ponzi schemes, we have to remember that the first people that got to those schemes, they got rich. They did really well. It was the people who bought in at the very end. It was the greed at the end when everything collapsed. Those were the people that lost everything. So I mean, when we talk about strategies in a Ponzi scheme, the idea is to invest low, get in as early as possible, and try to ride it as long as you can until the whole thing comes down. Now, so the thing is, with this particular game, it's basically a game. It's been listed as a game. Ethereum is not considered whatever the hell the government's interested in. So somehow these guys have been able to install this game onto the blockchain, and it's not run by anybody. It's run by an algorithm. It's basically just running tabs on the largest lottery in human history. I mean, as we look at the totals right now, we got 786 Ethereum in the account right now. It's only been running like 6.5 days. I guess, what was it, last Sunday is when it actually started, so I guess it's 7 days. But what happened was like, I got in on day 2 and I bought like 280 keys, all right? It didn't cost me a whole lot. I think I was like $70 into that. And then I turned around and I spent another $200 a day and a half later, and I got myself up to 1,000 keys. And what these keys do is they pay dividends. We've got this jackpot, and every time somebody buys a key, invests in the other token, I'm gonna do a video on the other token that's kind of a companion to this after this one. But anytime somebody makes a transaction, all of the owners of the keys get a small piece of that. And the more keys you have, the larger your dividend is gonna be. I'm finding that I can tell you that I've been in it a total of like 5.5 days now, and I put in, well, 270 into this particular game, and I pulled my first $110 in Ethereum out last night at like 6 o'clock. So, I mean, I can tell you that it is paying, and we are in early. This is an early game, and people they're speculating, they're talking about how long they think this thing is gonna go. I'm gonna tell you what I think. I don't see a fucking end to it. I really don't. I don't think there's an end game to something like this. I think that it becomes the next BitConnect. I believe that people that can get in here on this very first, 60 days or so are all going to become very, very wealthy for the money that they put into this. So that's certainly what I'm hoping for. I mean, I'm enjoying it as a game, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to get my investment back here in the next week. So the thing to remember is whatever you put in, it's going to start coming back exponentially the more people that get into this. So there are referrals to this, just like BitConnect had back in the day. So I'm going to post my referral link on here. If you want to jump in, if you want to check it out, feel free. I mean, it's there's not a whole lot of stuff out there where you can kind of sit back and sit in the air conditioning and just watch your money grow. So. Just a quick word on keys. When I bought my key, I think it was 21 cents a key. My buddy bought his keys at 19 cents, and then he turned around and called me. So you see how that progression goes. They get more expensive as they go along. The last price I saw, it was, I think, 47, 48 cents a key. So if you want to hit that 1,000 key target and you want it to be somewhat reasonable at least, it's going to cost you $500 right now. And the thing is it's not really going to get any cheaper. These keys are going to continue to go up in price until the end of the game. And if you want to know how many people are going to be buying keys when they're $1, or when they're $5, or when they're $10, well, the jackpot at 786 Ethereum, this is nothing. This jackpot is probably going to be millions. This jackpot could go as high as $1 billion. there's no end in sight. It's all going to go to one person. The person who has that final key is going to get the largest share of what's out there. The rest of us are going to get a big chunk of dividend at the end. But the person who has it their life is going to change forever. And for somebody to spend $10 and a little gas to take a chance on that, that's not a whole lot. So just consider that. There's going to be a feeding frenzy here at the end on this game, and everybody that owns keys before this feeding frenzy, these people are all going to do really well. So that's my prediction on it. Obviously, if you want to get in, check it out. Check out my next video. I'm going to be doing one on the proof of weak hands token, and that's another concept that goes kind of along with this game, but certainly worth talking about. But anyways, good luck to you. Hope you buy in. Have fun.